All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. We are about halfway through our finals week, right? We specifically don't have a final, but what I want to do is encourage people to kind of finish this semester out strong, right? We got a few more days left. Semester ends this Friday, November 5th. So make sure that you are doing whatever you have to do to put yourself in a good place to end out the semester. Don't forget these grades count, right? These grades go against our GPA. These grades go on our transcripts. So you want to do whatever you can do to kind of boost those grades up as high as you can get them. If there's a class that you're not happy with, make sure you're reaching out to the teacher today, right? Hopefully you've already done this. You've already kind of heard me the last few weeks, and you've already kind of taken care of those things, or you've communicated with the teacher. But we're kind of at the end of it all right now. So if there's something you can do, right, do whatever you got to do to kind of boost your grade up, put yourself in a good place. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and show you what I got for you this week. This is all the way at the bottom in Canvas, right? We are ending out the semester. So one thing that I've never really dealt with is Canvas. So you might have seen some more things after this week. What I did was I erased all those things. Well, I didn't erase them. I moved them over to semester two's class, which should be accessible in Canvas for you right now. We'll talk about that more here in a second, though. But at the end of this Canvas page, you should see the very end of our work week. So congruence and right triangles. This is dealing with the fifth and final property when you're dealing with congruence between triangles, specifically with right triangles this week, which is hypotenuse leg. Interactive textbook, the link to it, the pages we're on, all that kind of stuff is here. Practice problems I'm asking you to do each week are there. And then the extra practice, if you need some extra practice, more problems, things like that, you can access that information there. Vocab and concepts and the check-in are both here. Don't forget, this is due on Friday by 11:59 p.m. So make sure you're scheduling that out this week to knock that out because the end of the semester. Solutions manual is here. All the steps to complete all of these practice problems or any other problem in the lesson, you can access that there. And then my video tutorial is right there, which is basically me just going through the entire lesson for you, just like if we were in class. It's basically a lesson, right? What I'm going to do is go ahead and switch over because it is Wednesday. So the next week's stuff unlocked. I'm going to switch over to our semester 2 account, which again, like I said, make sure you can access this. You should be able to. It's published on my end. You should be able to go into your Canvas courses and see your semester 2 class. It's just named Chapman Geometry S2 for semester 2. Once we hit next week, semester 1 will disappear. You won't see it like available to you. So, it'll be less kind of stuff cluttering up your Canvas page. For semester 2, you'll notice that I don't have like all the welcome stuff, the syllabus. I'm going to leave all of that in semester 1. So I think I may have misspoke. I'm not going to make it disappear. It'll still be available to you, but this is the class that we'll be accessing each week. The only thing I'm transferring over is the Zoom link because for me, I just access that every time before we meet. I just go up there and click on geometry Zoom link. So I'm assuming other people do the same thing. One thing I'm gonna change is I am not gonna have a module. That's what they call this, a module that's missed classes anymore. Because let me show you something. If I go back to geometry semester 1, this was kind of getting crazy, right? I mean, whoops. Let me open that back up. This was getting crazy. If you missed a class, you had to go scroll all the way down, right? It's not like the end of the world, but it was getting a lot of classes, right? So one thing that I'm going to do just to try something different, I talked to my Algebra 2 students in first period, and they were liking this idea, is I'm not going to have that module anymore. And what I'm going to do is each week, like when we meet next Monday, I'm going to put that missed class video inside of the unit. So that way, like if you missed this week's class, you can just go to that unit and access that class. So I'll announce this next week, both times we meet, and just make sure everybody understands what's happening. But what you'll end up seeing when we meet on Monday and I talk about everything and all that kind of jazz, I'm going to put that missed class video beneath the video tutorial down here. So you'll be able to access it inside of each unit. So hopefully that'll streamline things and just not make things so chaotic. But you can see that next week's stuff is open and available to you. Take note that it is the test, right? This week marks the end of the Unit 4 material. So starting today, you can access that test for next week. The review is there, which is basically the review straight out of the textbook. It's just me cut and pasting it into Canvas. But if you want to access it in the book, it's just at the end of Unit 4. The solutions manual, which is basically a step-by-step guide to get you through the review, all the practice problems in the review, and then my video tutorial, which is just me going through the review, just kind of pointing out some common mistakes, vocab, all the questions, right? Me working through all those things. So that is available to you as well. And then that test is going to be due Valentine's Day, February 14th. So. Don't forget, if you can't access semester 2 class, let me know, especially if it's something on my end or if I can help you find it, because I'm not sure. This is the first for me. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing, let the late people in. Feel free to unmute yourself if you got a question. We'll type something in the chat box. All right. Questions? Don't forget, we still have 40 minutes left of class, so please use the next 40 minutes to start, progressing yourself in our math class. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do have something you want to talk to me about, just hang back, and I'll be willing to work through problems or talk to you about whatever you need. So if you're good to go, I hope you have a great day, and we will see you next week on Monday. Bye. See ya. Bye, Nevaeh. Hey, Gabe, you got any questions?